On today's episode of the Carolina Sports Guy, yeah, I got a tribute to number one, Cam Newton. Before we get into today's video, make sure you subscribe. It doesn't cost anything, folks. It's free of charge. Pound that like button. Leave me some comments, folks. I love the dialogue. And hit that bell notification to be notified of future content like today's video on the Panthers, Charlotte Hornets, Carolina Hurricanes, and major college sports from both North and South Carolina. Okay, folks, I'm rocking the number one jersey. Still wear it to this day. I'm proud of it. And I know that Cam Newton was an interesting figure for the Carolina Panthers. You go on a message board, you talk to fans on the street. Some people are Panther fans because of Cam. Some people stopped watching the Panthers because of Cam. Some people hated Cam, therefore wouldn't root for us until Cam was gone. But some people like myself realized when Cam was at his height, he was the best player the Carolina Panthers ever had. And I just want to pay a little tribute to the man because I think he's been done wrong. Now, I'm a football fan first, a team player first. And I will just say this in my commentary. When the Panthers let Cam go, there was two options. Option number one, which maybe I would have taken, is giving Cam a final shot. One last year, let him play out his contract. If he did for us what he did for New England last year, it would have been time to have moved on. Let him be a free agent. Or option number two, you come in with a new slate, a new coach, a new offensive coordinator, and tough decisions with this new owner. And I don't think they let go of Cam because they didn't like Cam. I don't think they let go of Cam because they think Cam didn't have any talent. I think they let go of Cam because it's kind of like saying a Ferrari you can't afford, folks, when you're going out trying to buy an Oldsmobile or going out buying you a Ford Taurus or maybe a Ford Pathfinder. And you see the Ferrari there and like, man, I'd love to speed in that thing. I'd love to get in there. But you can't afford the payments. But maybe, just maybe, you can. Maybe you can rent it, do a lease. Till you find out the last guy that did it ran it through the ocean water and ruined the car, ruined the motor. Now it leaks, it's got problems. Oh, it's beautiful. It's an expensive car. It's something you could never, ever imagine to drive or dream of. But when somebody ruins a nice ride, it's kind of hard to want to get behind that wheel because of the responsibilities and the mistakes that come with it. So my tribute to Cam Newton is, it'll always in my mind go down as a Panther. And I hope this organization does him right. By one day, when all the hurt is gone and the pain is gone, and Cam has moved on from playing, that David Tepper and his organization will open up the door any kind of way and bring this man back to retire as a Panther. Because if Cam's listening to this, yeah, there's hurt there, I understand. And maybe the organization, you kind of feel betrayed. I get it. But there's a lot of Panther fans who are never going to forget what you did. My favorite Panther play by Cam Newton of all time was when we were 14-0. And we played in Atlanta the day after Christmas. And Cam, early in the game, the one game we lost in regular season that year, had about a 2nd and 7, or it might have been 3rd and 7. But he dragged 7 or 8 Atlanta Falcon players on a run. I don't know if it was a pass play and he scrambled or it was a design run, but he drug 7 or 8 Falcons 8 or 9 yards for a first down. And I jumped out of my chair and I said, that's a man. And we lost that game. But isn't it something that even in the loss of a game, the one game that year, I see what that man represented and how this organization strapped a saddle on him and ran him into ground. And there's 3 people I'm never going to forgive. One's Ron Rivera. I call him Ticket Oak. You ever remember the commercials, folks? Go back and look. Ticket Oak, it was a tree with googly eyes. Because Ron Rivera always stood on the sideline with his arms crossed, never said anything, and always said, we had some missed opportunities out there today. That's all he could freaking say. He never changed his game plan in the Super Bowl. got on Cam for didn't wear a towel on a freaking plane. What'd that do for you, Ron? You started another quarterback there, huh? You started, oh my God, my name escapes me again with our backup quarterback. But anyway, I'll put it in the description below. You started him on the first play of the game. He threw a pass interception for a touchdown, and Cam comes on the play. Made you look like you had egg on your face, didn't it, Ron? Ron, you ran the man into the damn ground. Your career would be shit if it wasn't for Cam Newton. You wouldn't have got the MVP, coaching MVPs you got without Cam Newton. You might have had a great defense, but you wouldn't have got 15-1 in the Super Bowl without Cam Newton. You wouldn't have got a second job as a head coach without Cam Newton. You would have never got that job because your record wouldn't have been that good. Cam won a lot of games almost single-handedly for you, Ron. Second, Marty Hurney, you drafted him. But my God, you didn't get it. Look at the draft that year. Marty Meatball Hurney. Not a single player worth for Terrell McLean. Sion Fua. Not a single damn draft pick worth a damn after Cam. Terrible. Amani Silatulu, when I believe Corey Glenn was still on the list. Still out there to be drafted. And David Nipple Shorts Gettleman, what'd you do? Trapped in 3 corners because you ran Josh Norman off when we needed offensive linemen. Let's sign Matt Khalil to a big contract. Fell flat on his face. Sure, you brought us Andrew Norwell as a free agent. Yeah, well, even a blind squirrel gets a nut once in a while. But you 3 men failed this organization terribly bad. And I know there's a lot of Cam bashers, but I'm not one of them. And no, I'm a team player first. I knew it was time for Cam to probably go. I just thought the man probably did deserve last year as his final year. But when you bring in a new coaching regime and they're doing things a different way, I can't really argue with that because that 1 year might stand in their way of building something. And I understand Tepper made his decisions. And people can hate on him for not being Jerry Richardson. But he is building us a palace in South Carolina. He has brought Major League Soccer to North Carolina. He has also, he's not afraid to put his money where his mouth is. He doesn't have a problem with it. Now, the results aren't there yet, but we'll see. But this video of me wearing this number 1, always wearing the number 1 Cam Newton jersey for the Carolina Panthers, is because the man's career is going to be cut short. And I don't know if he'll ever start again in the NFL. But if some team has a quarterback go down or ends up having a backup who gets cut and can't do it, it's going to be tempting to bring old number 1 in. If Cam gets on the field again, Wiley County still has legs. But old Ron, that night, T.J. Watt hit him in the shoulder, messed him up. He was having a great statistical year. He played through it. Part of it on his own demise, because that's the kind of competitor he was. But a lot of it, you rode him, Ron. You rode him like he was the 8 reindeer and you were freaking Santa Claus with a bunch of toys. Yeah. Nipple Shorts. Marty Meatball Hurney. Ticket Oak Ron. It's an injustice. But this is one Carolina Panther fan that if Cam Newton's days are done, bring him home one day. Retire his number. At least Ring of Honor. The man deserved it. Okay, folks. What do you think of today's video? Pound that like button. Hit that bell notification to be notified of future videos on the Panthers. Give me some comments. I love the dialogue. And by all means, folks, subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. And we will see you on another edition of Carolina Sports Guy.